All right. So I'm going to step into this, and I hope this rings pretty clearly. I don't really post that much on social media about politics because politics are separatist ideals nowadays, and I'm not looking to separate myself from anybody. I'm actually looking to align. That being said, I'd like to throw my hat to the ring about this whole mumbo jumbo about the tariffs and then like who it hurts and what it does and whatever. So somebody who's been in business for probably at this point almost 30 years, I can guarantee that tariffs hurt the economy on which the tariffs are being put on by the actual customers. That's right. In case anybody wants to know, tariffs actually hurt Americans. Now, that's without being said. So now that you know that, the import-export business is being hurt. And how do we fix it, right? I can go off on a tirade about, this is all because of this, all that, but that doesn't solve the problem. The problem has been, for many, many years, the problem has been that, I would say about the last 8 to 10 years, is that China was part of a supply chain created all the way back from the late 50s when America started outsourcing their production. Right? So now we're talking a lifetime here. 50, 60 years, we've given the reins to basically offset and give production to another country. A good core of products, not everything, but a good core of products. That can't be undone overnight. Throwing tariffs on things and be like, 100%, 200%, 300%, that doesn't actually solve problems. The real problem here is that over the last, I would say, 7 to 8 years, that China has circumvented the supply chain, and no longer are there importers and distributors and resellers, and they really leveled the playing field and was like, we make this stuff, so why don't we just sell directly to Americans and sell directly to this country, sell directly to that country? And that's basically what they've done. They've destroyed the initial relationship, the supply chain relationship, by circumventing the system. So instead of, hey, a company A is producing this item from China, and then company B is receiving it, and now is distributing it, and there's relationships in place, and there's profit to be made from all parties. China's okay with selling for 4 to 10 RMB over their production value, because the mindset is like quantity. We'll just sell this. It's cheaper for us to send it directly to the customer because of these basically small package laws, that like subsidiary laws that were put in place for shipments. That is the problem. If you get China to stop advertising, if you stop China from advertising on Google and Facebook and Instagram, just like their country is allowed to stop doing whatever, the free enterprise is free within America, right? America's system is here. They should just stop the ability for Chinese companies to sell directly to American end users. That was it. That would solve all the problems, because if you look at all these companies, even Amazon is guilty of it. Even Amazon is guilty of using China to be like, ship our product. This is our products. Jeff Bezos has been in bed with China for like 10, 15 years. So they're just manufacturing all their goods. And then the worst part about it is people don't understand that a lot of these items are no longer produced here for several reasons. Not just because people are lazy, because we don't have the equipment. We no longer have the tooling. This stuff is not fixable overnight. We created this house, we're a service-based, administration-based, tech-based, relationship-based economy, right? And there's certain key things that we've taken and said, hey, you guys do this, you do this well, you have this here, let's work, let's cooperate, this is it, right? These things aren't going to be fixed with tariffs. They're only going to destroy more small business, more medium business. They're only going to, make it harder. They're also going to intensify hyperinflation. It's also going to lead to a depression bigger than the Great Depression, because maybe you're not feeling it now, but in 6 to 7, 8 months, you're going to feel it. And yes, there are certain small key factors that can be moved back here, but there's a certain amount that just it's not going to happen overnight. And this is drastic steps. These are drastic steps to take to solve a bigger problem. And when you have bigger problems, you don't take big drastic steps and I'm just going to do this. You can't do it. And again, I'm not going to err on the side of politics and who's right and who's wrong. I'm just offering solutions to a problem. And the solution is to make sure that American companies like Google, Facebook, /Meta, whatever, Yahoo, Bing, anything, Microsoft, any of these companies that have ad space and the ability to advertise and sell products for these companies, they need to be restricted from selling directly to the U.S. public, because they just sort of destroyed the pipeline. They destroyed the architecture and the chain. Just like a chain, right? You have a chain, you clip the chain shortens and it's done. It has no more support, and whatever was hanging onto it is done. So it's going to be a wild ride, folks. I see the solution as, right in theory, but wrong in application. So if you want to make a difference, then you guys should be talking to your congressman. You setting it up. Be like, hey, just stop them from advertising and selling direct to America. It's really not that hard. There's about 5 companies that control all of your internet traffic. So just remember that one. All right? Stay safe. Stay smart. And hopefully we'll see each other on the other side.